Hi, beloveds. This is Tamala, your empowerment partner. And today we're going to talk about, do angels talk to humans? And if they do, what kinds of signs do they leave that they're talking with us? Thank you for joining me today as we continue our discussion around angels. So, the first thing that we're going to talk about is, do angels talk to humans? And yes, they do. Absolutely, they do. They're available to comfort us, to support us, to offer us protection, and all of those good things. And if you've watched my previous video that I'll link at the end, where I talk about the archangel specialties, you'll know that each of them have certain jobs that they do, certain resonances that they provide into your experience. Now, when they come in because we ask them to help us, and because they can't help us without our permission. And when they do come in, they're offering whatever their specialty is. So, for instance, if it's Archangel Raphael, they will offer us the resonance of healing, of support, healing in our mental body, in our emotional body, in our physical body, for instance. So, how is it that they will communicate with us? Well, it's all going to depend on how you receive information. And this is something that folks don't really talk about that much. And I may do another video on this in the future, but we interpret information differently. Some of us, and this is true for the third dimensional world too, okay? Some of us sense things, some of us hear things, some of us see things, some of us know things, right? All those clairs, the clair cognizant, clair audience, all of those things. It's not such a spooky, freaky thing. It's just how our physical body and our energetic system interprets information. So it's also when you're talking to another person who's in the third dimension, you may feel like, oh, they're not telling me the whole truth. Or you may see in their face certain things or clues that give you the idea, hey, they're not telling me the whole truth. Or you could see certain symbols that you've become accustomed to with the language if you've been working with guides or angels in the past that tell you, yeah, this is not truthful. So it's important for you to understand how you receive information, because your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, and people that are still in the third dimension are relaying information to you through those means. So for me, I have all of them. I hear things, I see things, I sense things, I know things, I have precognition, I'm an empath, all of those things. So I pick up information in lots of different ways. And so I'll give you some examples. The Archangel Raphael healing. If I need Raphael, now part of my daily connection to the earth and to source, I include the angels. I ask for protection. I ask for healing. I have already brought them into my daily experience. But if there's a particular situation going on and I'm asking for healing, I'll ask Raphael, can you help me feel better? I don't feel good today. Can you help with this tummy ache that I have? Can you help with this headache that I have, right? Whatever it is. And I ask, can you, knowing that they absolutely can. And usually I'll phrase it, in a way that gives them some, what's the word? Gives them the ability to have some flexibility on how they do it, right? I don't say, take my headache away in the next 15 seconds and, make it, do it this particular way, right? Some people are very clear on, what they're asking for, to the point that it restricts spirit's ability to work with us. And so what I do is I offer open-ended things like, Archangel Raphael, I'm feeling pressure and a headache in my head, and I would really appreciate if you would help resolve that in whatever way that's going to be most supportive for me. And so that allows then the Archangel Raphael to do what needs to be done that's going to be most supportive for me in that arena. So there's no limitation, but there is direction. So how do I know that that's been heard? How do I know that that has been received, right? What kind of sign do I get? Well, if you're someone who hears things, you could hear a particular sound, you could hear a yes, you could hear a favorite tune, maybe a musical song that has been a favorite of yours. If you're a seer, if you see things, you could see numbers like 1111 or 333 or 777. You can see instances or videos maybe on your social media feed where other people have been healed, right? If you're a knower, you'll just get the perception that this is done, yes, and you move along with your day. So what you want to do when you're learning how to understand the signs and symbols that angels and spirit guides use to communicate with us is you want to understand how you receive information. And the easiest way to do that is start paying attention in your everyday experience about how you are getting nonverbal clues or feedback from other people, things that tell you, yes, this is truthful, no, this is not truthful, I need more information here, stay away from this place, this is a wonderful place to go, all of those things. And so the more that you understand how you receive information, then you'll begin to be able to create a language to communicate with the angels and your spirit guides. And I'm going to talk about that in a different video. So what can angels not do for us? They cannot make decisions for us. They cannot take action for us. They cannot change other people for us. And they cannot fulfill, quote, wishes. And a lot of folks are depending on angels to do all the work for them. And that's never going to happen. It's important to understand that they are support for us. They are comfort, they offer protection, they offer resonances that then allow us to use the law of attraction in the third dimension to create the life that we want, right? But the angels are not going to bring your boss to a meeting and ensure that that boss gives you a $5,000 a year raise. Okay, that's not how that works. You can ask the angels to help create a pathway or open a door so that you have the opportunity to have that conversation with your boss on your own. You can ask them to relieve any blocks or restrictions around communication that you have or that other people have with you so that you can have a legitimate, honest, necessary conversation with people. And what it does is angels will create opportunities for us to step into our own divinity and create opportunities for us to step into our own empowerment and create opportunities for us to step into our own actions. So we have to do the work. Make sure that you are doing yours. Thank you for watching. Here are a couple of more videos that you can enjoy that will help you understand more about living your soul purpose, working with angels, or living an empowered life. And don't forget, you can click the subscribe circle so that you could subscribe to this channel and get notifications when I upload new content every Wednesday.